What is Fabiano Caruana's IQ? I have no idea what my IQ is. I don't know. I've never taken a test, as far as I know. I have no idea.
What would be your guess?
I don't even want to guess. My name is Fabiano Caruana, and this is Google Autocomplete. What is Fabiano Caruana's favorite chess opening? Oh, I'll have to say the Archangel variation of the Ruy Lopez, which I made a video course on, and it's always been a favorite since I was a child. What does Fabiano Caruana do with C-squared? That's the podcast that I co-host along with Grandmaster Christian Kirilla. We've been doing it for about 2.5 years, and it's been fun. You know, it's the first time that I went into not just playing chess, but also talking about chess. So that was pretty cool. What is Fabiano Caruana's IQ? I have no idea what my IQ is. I don't know. I've never taken a test, as far as I know. I have no idea.
What would be your guess?
I don't even want to guess or know. Either whatever it is, I have no interest in knowing it. Has Fabiano Caruana ever won a world championship? I have not won a world championship. I've played a world championship, but I didn't win it against Magnus in 2018. That was the one time that I played the world championship. What was Fabiano Caruana's career highlight? I think this is similar to the last question. My career highlight was winning the candidates in 2018, and that qualified me for the world championship. So that was probably the most, the happiest I was after playing a tournament, and the most difficult tournament, and probably the proudest success that I have. How tall is Fabiano Caruana? I think 169 centimeters. I guess that's either 5'6" or 5'7". 169 centimeters. Did Fabiano Caruana go to college? I didn't go to college. I never went to college. I never went to high school. I went to school until I was 12, and then I stopped. I was done with it after that. Is Fabiano Caruana Italian? I have a lot of Italian heritage. I am an Italian citizen. My mother's Italian. I never grew up in Italy. I never lived in Italy, but I have a lot of family there. So I spent a lot of time as a kid visiting them, spending time with my family, and also from my father's side as well. He has a lot of Italian ancestry, and all my grandparents were born in Italy. So from a heritage point of view, I'm very Italian, and also I'm an Italian citizen, but I haven't ever lived there. And although I did represent Italy for many years now, I represent the United States playing chess. I don't know if that answers the question. Definitely understand it. Speaking it, not too confidently.
Puoi parlare? Puoi parlare?
Sì, posso parlare.
Sì. Now we're gonna get more spicy with it, and we have some ChatGPT questions for you. So you're just gonna hold them, read them, and answer them.
Okay. Oof. Chess is often described as a game of deep strategy. How do you stay focused and avoid burnout after intense training sessions or games? I think having a break from chess sometimes, because if you're just playing nonstop, which I sometimes tend to do, you can really get burned out and then lose motivation, and then you sit at the board wondering why you're there. And that's usually a bad sign for your chess. So definitely taking a break sometimes. What was the moment you realized you could become one of the top chess players in the world? I think that it was a kind of a process that took a while for me after my teenage years, because there were moments when I was not so confident, and when I wasn't sure about my improvement. And then probably the pivotal moment was 2012, when I did really well in a tournament, and I rose in the rankings in the Tata Steel tournament in 2012. And then after that, things kind of went well for that year, and that was probably the moment. But I was already between 19 and 20 that year, and I had already had success, but there's definitely a difference between having success and then having the success to become one of the best players. In your view, what separates the world's best players from the rest? I think a lot is very circumstantial too, and it's very fine details. So it's not one specific thing. A lot of it is psychological things, like being able to deal with disappointments and losses, which come inevitably, and also motivation, which is very individual. But you really need that motivation to stay, just even to play and not to get depressed. You know, playing chess tournament after tournament, sometimes dealing with a lot of disappointments, sometimes having a lot of successes. Don't get too down on yourself when you're doing badly. That's definitely a big part of it. But there's like a million details. How do you deal with moments of self-doubt or frustration during a tournament? I guess it's kind of tying into the first two questions a bit. But yeah, just like, it's important to remember that it's not the end of the world, no matter how bad it seems at the time. It's just chess. So there's definitely a lot of moments of either frustration or doubt or lack of confidence. That all comes for everyone, no matter who you are. You can be Magnus, you can be just beginning. That's going to crop up for sure. So just remembering that it's not forever, it's just temporary is a good thing. You've had a career that spans so many years. What has been the most significant evolution you've noticed in your own game over time? Well, I think for me, it's probably different for everyone, but as I've gotten more experience and a bit older, I've definitely gotten a bit more intuitive and perhaps also lost a bit of the intensity that I had when I was younger and maybe a bit weaker and lacked the understanding, but compensated a bit more with intensity. So that's a bit of a trade-off, I think, for players who have played for a long time. Chess is about combination of creativity, calculation, and psychology. Which aspect do you find most fascinating or challenging? Well, for me, the most interesting part is creativity, because calculation is something that everyone has the capability to do it, but it's a lot about having sort of the, let's say, the organization of thoughts and the discipline to just sit there and calculate, which is not always fun. And the creative approach is more fun. And psychology is just a huge portion of all chess and sports in general. But that's the most challenging part, because you can control your moves, but you can't always control your emotions, and that's sometimes difficult to get a hold of. If you could change one rule or aspect of competitive chess, what would it be and why? I don't know what I would change. I would definitely change never-ending tie breaks, so we don't have any split world championships anymore.